Hi folks, Job Comics here. We're having a look at the old Peter Parker's Tale of Spider-Man. It's issue 119. Why do we like this issue? Because Sabretooth's in it, and he is a bad mofo. Spider-Man against Sabretooth, it doesn't seem as if Spidey's got much chance. Because let's face it, this guy takes Wolverine out on occasion. So what chance has Spider-Man got? So here we are. Now, interestingly, there is a bit of a twist in this issue. It's called Catfight. What does that make you think of in this region of Spider-Man? It's 1986. Things were dark and gritty in the comic book universe. And yeah, Spidey's just, he's having one of those days. So we're in the middle of, who's the nut in the Spider-Man suit, yeah? Where, the Hobgoblin's running around. There was that whole thing going on. This title here was dealing with the fallout from various different storylines, and you'll notice that we haven't got the credits yet because this was in a time where they were doing something quite edgy, and I'll show you what at the end. And it's a trope that has stayed with a lot of comics, yeah. Meanwhile, look at this dude here. You know who Dad is, don't you? The savagery that drives you, you'd be cured of it all. You wouldn't have to be strapped down. What do you think? You're foist! So, yeah, this is obviously Sabretooth, and he's been in the hospital, and now he's making his escape, and you'll see when that mask comes off. Yeah. Yeah, you can see his black cat's done him in. You seen it? Meanwhile, back in the domestic corner of the Marvel Universe, Spider-Man and Mary Jane are doing what Spider-Man and Mary Jane did at the time. However, here's the black cat. She's going through her kind of Adam and the Ants phase here. Goodbye, Spider-Man, I don't love you anymore, said every Marvel comic reader in the last 10 years. So yeah, anyway, so Sabretooth's on the hunt. Spidey's not at his best. He's got friends coming round at the house. Spider sense is tingling. No wonder. Up there, it's him, Sabretooth. Rocco, radio for backup. Hurry. Sabretooth ain't taking no prisoners here. Peter's up here. Peter, you can't. You're not well. You'll be killed. I've got no choice, concussion or no. I have to stop him. There's no one else to do it. However, there is somebody else. Who do you think is going to just take Sabretooth out? Well, Felicia, of course, yeah. The one you wanted to kill last time before Spider-Man butted in. We have unfinished business, you and me, so let's finish it now. And she goes straight. You clawed open. Wow, and yeah, this is brutal, yeah. Sabretooth versus Black Cat. Peter's up and you can't do anything about it. Mary Jane's like, oh, you can't just, you get concussion, you're not going to, oh. So you can see how this is just a really well-paced comic book. It's really exciting. It's got everything you want in a Spider-Man book. It's got some nice artwork. We've got some high stakes. Sabretooth ain't messing around. Felicia's not taking a back seat neither. Lady, get away from him. He's dangerous. And she takes this dude out. Felicia smashes his face into the concrete. Her thoughts are incoherent. Her snarl's barely human and her rage. Yeah. She just does Sabretooth in. And she gives a little cheeky wink. She winked at me. How inappropriate, Felicia. There we go, so... Yeah, so it's all intriguing now. See what they did here? You get the last panel, and it gives you the credits. Peter David, Rich Buckler, Bob McLeod, Ray Parker, Jim Shooter. I would argue that what Peter David was doing here with his credit box is very similar to what he used to do at the end of like shows like Hill Street Blues and stuff. it would get to the end and it would just fade to black, and it would say, it would give you some credits at the end. It would just go to Sat. And I think that's what he was trying to do, some kind of TV filmic type thing in that last panel, because he did it on a lot of his comics here, and it was quite, at the time, it probably seems quite common to use now looking at it, but see, at the time, that was really innovative, because you thought, oh my god, it's just like this silent beat, this one panel where it's just got the credits, and it left you sort of thinking about what you had just read and looked at. I thought it was just really clever. They kind of kicked the ass out of it, with comics and later issues, because they all started doing it and stuff with it, like a full page thing at the end where they would give you the credits. But I would argue that these issues of Spectacular Spider-Man was where that started. I could be wrong. In fact, I probably am, because I'm not right about an awful lot. But yeah, I've got a funny feeling that Peter David might have kicked that trope off. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, will you please subscribe to this goddamn channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe!